Good evening, everyone. We will get you back to The Voice. You will not miss 1 second of the show, but we're coming on the air right now during this commercial break with important information and an outcome that maybe a month ago no one could have predicted or would have predicted. Katie Hobbs has just been declared the winner by the Associated Press of the Arizona gubernatorial race, defeating Kari Lake for governor. This was extremely close. It was bitterly fought. The eyes, literally, it's not an overstatement. The eyes of the world were on Arizona to see what would happen in this race. To get some context to what has happened here, let's go check in with Bram, and what do you think?
Well, this was viewed widely. The reason we had this national and really international coverage, this was viewed as a referendum on democracy. Katie Hobbs, our Secretary of State, defended the 2020 election results from Trump supporters who claimed the election was stolen here in Maricopa County. Kari Lake was Donald Trump's prize recruit as a candidate for governor. She was one of his staunchest defenders. She relentlessly promoted the lie that the election was stolen, at one point saying in a debate it was the #1 issue in this election. And so that's what you had in this contest. Then you had the contrast between the way these two candidates ran their campaigns. Kari Lake, a former TV news anchor in our market here for 25 years, exceptionally polished, very charismatic. Katie Hobbs, not so much. Quieter, not really given to getting in front of cameras and talking, and yet somehow it worked. Even after the fuss over the debate, Katie Hobbs refused to debate Kari Lake. That became a 2-month-long story. And yet here we are. Katie Hobbs has a lead of 20,000 ballots. That should hold up. It appears there are 58,000 ballots left to count in Arizona. Kari Lake would have to win 67, 68% of those to tie Katie Hobbs. That is unlikely given the mix of ballots.
The math just doesn't add up. We want to show you a statement just issued by Katie Hobbs on her acceptance. She said, "Democracy is worth the wait. Thank you, Arizona. I am honored and so proud to be your next governor." All right, so Steve Bannon today, he's in town, has talked about Republican voter disenfranchisement because of the printer issues. But is it possible, as we look at one Trump-endorsed candidate after another falling in Arizona, Blake, Fincham, and now tonight, Kari Lake, is it possible that that disenfranchisement isn't about the printer issues, but from moderate Republicans who said enough is enough? We can't take this anymore. Between the audit and January 6th and everything else that goes into this, we are bowing out.
That seems pretty clear, and voters are quite discerning, returning Mark Kelly to another term, electing Adrian Fontes as Secretary of State over Mark Fincham, another arch defender of Trump. Voters clearly took a good look at these folks and decided what they wanted. And if you look at the results, I think it shows up. Donald Trump probably the biggest loser tonight, with Kari Lake going down. He, of course, going to announce his intentions for 2024 tomorrow.
All right. We will continue our discussion on 12news.com, but as promised, we're going to get all of you watching on 12 News back to The Voice. And if you want this continued discussion, go to 12news.com.